Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I wanted to create a budget best Ultra League teams for you right here, right now, ladies and gentlemen. So on the stream, we came up with rules, what is considered a budget team and what is considered a good team. So we went on pvpoke.com, looked at the best performing leads, save swaps, and what a quetch, ladies and gentlemen, and all that during the stream. And then this team right here first, Giratina, Empoleon, and Schmach, is probably one of the best and cheapest teams that you can get out there, because everybody should have a Giratina at this point. It's been in raid for so freaking long. I know it's expensive to get a second move for 100k, but let's face it, it's probably one of the cheapest legendaries and viable legendaries in Ultra League with Cresselia on the same level. So, and it's a very solid team. Still, even today, ladies and gentlemen, this is a great team to use. So I'm going to showcase this first one, and then of course they will showcase more and more and more. And then we also will showcase Talonflame, because Talonflame, even though it's not expensive and it maxes out and it can become XLs in Ultra League, if we consider it cheap because it's cheap to get a second move and you can lucky trade for it, and also it's easy to lucky trade for it actually, because that should be pretty good for Ultra League. And on top of that, it was a community day Pokemon, so that therefore it should be cheap. You should have the resources for it, or find somebody who has it. Anyways, so coming back here, this team, I actually never played with this team before in my life. This is the first time ever playing with it, so I apologize if I misplaying a few things, because I realized I already did that. But we are playing against Slit Gaming, I believe, and Slit Gaming slaps. I'm surprised. There's a Lucario. So if you see a Lucario, you always know that Slit Gaming behind it. That's the trainer right there. That's the trainer right there who uses Lucario. So anyways, and he uses a really cool and spicy team as well that is actually pretty amazing in Ultra League as well. So I think this is where I throw. I don't think I should have shielded this, but we did bank a move here. But the problem that we have here, we are too low. We're gonna throw one here. It's not gonna be enough. I think we should have saved the shield, and then we would have been able to better off on the Empoleon, because if we shield this, did he have a shield left, by the way, or no? I'm pretty sure, yeah, he did. I don't think we would have got another one. It was a very close match still, but it is what it is. Woo boy. Okay, the next, ladies and gentlemen, the next battle. Okay, so Efix 111 is our opponent this time. What an outfit. Woo, I like that outfit. So now with this other team that I wanted to use, amazing leads for us. So Goon, Trevenant, and Talonflame. I think this team will pop off. Goon just had a community day, so you should definitely have the resources for it. It can be XL if you have like the perfect items, but it doesn't need to be XL at all whatsoever. And we got the boost! Ladies and gentlemen, that's called a freaking boost. And now we're gonna out-tap here, tap here the opponent, and we definitely win this matchup because of the boost. So, Trevenant doesn't need to be XL either, and like I said before, with the Talonflame, you know what to do for that. This team, I think, performs really, really well. Obviously, Scrafty could be a core breaker against this team, so you have to be careful against the Scrafty. I recommend this moveset. You could also use Gong Shot, but because we are kind of weak to Dark, I kept the Cross Chop on it. With Energy Advantage, Goon should be okay. But Talonflame does well against Scrafty, but Scrafty on lead will be a problem for that team. But also Trevenant with 2 shields against Scrafty will also do okay with the Seed Bombs. So you just want to point out there, at least we resist the fast moves, but you just have to shield those foul plays. That's the bottom line. And then Talonflame with 2 shields is just absolutely insane and OP. Just want to point it out there as well. So now with Talonflame against Register, we're gonna quit! We are on fire today, ladies and gentlemen. We are on fire, and we quite should focus when we don't even get deep up, so we can shadow ball this Altaria. Sorry for the interruption, ladies and gentlemen. I just wanted to point out, thank you everybody for watching this far, and please make sure that you check out our sponsor that I'm going to play right now. Please don't go anywhere. Thanks to our sponsor, we are able to create more content than ever before and stream more as well to bring better value to you guys. All the income we're getting from the sponsors goes back into the stream, aka to you. So ladies and gentlemen, please take a second for our sponsor today. Health is super important to me, which is why I support active hydration by drinking Element. Interestingly enough, healthy hydration is not just about drinking water. It's about water plus electrolytes. It makes sense because you lose both sodium and water while you're sweating. Both need to be replaced in order to prevent muscle cramps, headaches, and dips in energy. But most people only replace the water. But when you drink plain water beyond thirst, it dilutes blood electrolyte levels, especially sodium levels. And that leads to nasty consequences. Unfortunately, because low sodium levels mimics dehydration symptoms, people often get confused and drink more water. This only exacerbates the problem. Well, guess what? I can't have that because I'm an athlete and I strive to be elite. So we have some hydration problems on our hands. The solution isn't to stop drinking water though, it's to drink water plus electrolytes. Enter element recharge. It's not just physical, it's mental. I can't risk headaches, even though double charm will do that too. I can't risk fatigue either, because that is when mistakes happen. So how do I keep my edge? Let me show you. Ha! What an Excel abuser our opponent is. I'm just kidding. But this Excel Altaria gets a boom shakalaka in its face. He's gonna able to throw on us. You're just probably gonna throw a Moonblast here just for flex. Or Dragon Pulse, sorry. Okay, never mind. That was for flex, nothing else. And now we're gonna have to throw a Flame Charge here because there's not much we can do here, honestly. So I'm gonna throw this Flame Charge, beautiful. And then we're just gonna throw another Flame Charge, and this is a win because we still have a shield. He thrown a is it a flash cannon? I wish I know if he has flash cannon focus. I'm pretty sure he just thrown a focus buzz because he expected we're gonna shield that or whatever on that. You know what I mean? But then he would get debuffed. But he figured we're gonna swap out afterwards anyways. So anyways, who knows what was going through their mind. Now, this other team, what a quetch by the opponent, by the way. Great quetch. I think he uses double Dark Team, which kind of sucks for me on this team. Double Poison, I mean. But Trevenant, I tried to quetch it, didn't work. But Trevenant is really good lead now that War Rains are lower quality Pokemon at this point. And then this Cobalion, this goat, right here is really good against Darks and Poisons, dude. It's really freaking good. So I really like this Pokemon. It should be easy to get. It was in raids just now. You can also trade for it. It doesn't max out in Ultra, not expensive. A second move, it will be a little bit expensive, but it's still considered one of the cheap legendaries that you can get for Ultra League. So, and it's actually good. This Pokemon actually worth the investment. It's very annoying to deal with. So I recommend that you might invest into this. It's pretty tanky. It has a really good typing. And now we quetch this. We shield. Okay, never mind. So it's because we will get really low. This way we can over farm here. Oh, never mind. He has two. So now am I gonna double shield here or I'm gonna let it go? I think I'm gonna shield again. And now we can definitely farm more. We're gonna farm. He what? A quetch by the opponent to a Drapion. He double quetched on me. Double dark, huh? So we throw the Shadow Ball. Luckily on a Shadow Drapion, the Shadow Ball will actually do lots of damage. Watch this. Boom shakalaka. It's in Great League it does way more, but anyways. Oh, what's going on? Hello. So I stopped tapping. I stopped. Okay. We are about equal. I don't know if it was just visual glitch or not. We're gonna find out if he's able to throw now. Okay, it seems like it was a visual glitch. But I did stop, I believe, for 3 moves. So maybe I was one ahead, but I let it take it out anyways instead of throwing, just to make up for it. I usually like to do that. And then now we're just gonna swap out, come in. I wish if he doesn't have Sludge, we definitely win no matter what. And then the combo can't do anything, so I guess it didn't matter at all if it was a leg or not, because Tapu Fini is just so strong. And again, I know this might seem like an expensive team, but as far as Stardust, it's expensive, but as Candies, it's not as much. But yeah, that wasn't really a budget team, but I just really wanted to showcase that team because I think it's one of the strongest teams and accessible teams that you can have. I know it's not as accessible as this team that I'm showing. I mean, sorry, the teams before. And then this other team, I just had to showcase it since I already showcased it before. These have to be This have to, if you're already invested into this, you just got to invest into this, because again, these are, I think, the cheapest legendaries you can invest to, I should say, instead of like the cheapest Pokemon out there. But this is one of the teams. I believe that Toe Tactical did a 30-win streak with this team because it's so good. I wish I had Moonblast on it, but unfortunately I don't, because I really need it on this team. You need a second move on it, but as you can see, I'm too cheap to invest into it. But to point it out, because then I would never use this Pokemon in Open Ultra League, I just showcase it for you guys. But again, if you want to invest into a cheap legendary team, this is the team to invest into. And the reason again why I consider this as a cheap investment, because everybody should have Giratina and the Cresselia at this point, and they are not expensive if you've been playing for a while. As a new player, it might be expensive just to invest into 3 legendaries. But this way you would only have to invest into a Tapu Fini, which we had all the Fini leads, so you should probably have enough candies to able to add that second move on it. And you probably only need like a few power-ups, so it's not that expensive for the power-up on the Tapu Fini. So that is why I consider, or we consider it as a budget team, if that makes sense. Shadow, you can also use Shadow Dragonite, but it's expensive to max out, like a special Shadow for Ultra League, even though it maxes out in Masters League. Anyways, and then of course Cresselia is just super OP. No matter what, you can tank so much. We're gonna farm all the way down. I don't know if we can win this. Because, yeah, the Jellison. This is where we throw in the match, because this is definitely Bubble Beam. I even say it on a stream, he's just gonna throw a Bubble Beam and a Shadow Ball. I should have let that Bubble Beam come through and then shield the Shadow Ball, and then it would have been a win because we were unable to throw another Grass Knot or even a Moonblast at that point because he wouldn't have a shield left. But it is what it is, we're gonna lose that, unfortunately. Which teams are you liking, ladies and gentlemen? Let me know in the comments, and thank you as always for watching. Shadow Z is out.